Josh Gordon is a fucking moron. If you don't know who Josh Gordon is, he's the star wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns NFL team here in America. And he had an arbitration hearing. It was his second banned substances violation. He tested positive for smoking pot. He was trying to get his sentence of a full year suspension cut down to a lesser amount. And his whole defense was that he just inhaled some secondhand smoke, and that's why he failed the test. And the arbitrators heard none of that noise and said, no, you're suspended for the entire year. Josh Gordon's a fucking moron. And I'm so torn as to whether I feel just more towards him being a complete idiot or more against why is pot still ruining lives of people? Ruining lives of, like, you know, just like not getting high and crashing into a tree or anything like that, but just someone who has their mind and body control well enough that they can perform their job to the highest level, so high a level, hello New Dog Tail, so high to a level that Josh Gordon led the league in reception yards last year, and he was suspended for multiple games. And he played on the shitbag Cleveland Brownies that had a rotation of 4 different quarterbacks come in. Like, wow! Boy, pot's really fucking him up. Anyway, I just want to attack this from both ends. First, I want to attack or just cover how moronic this was for Josh Gordon to do what he did, and then how moronic it is that pot is still this big illegal substance that's ruining lives and careers of people. Because I guess some people are still uptight in society and can't handle it, but they can deal with everyone drinking alcohol and all that, but we'll get to that in a second. Josh Gordon, you know the rules of the game. You signed the contract for the NFL. It is guaranteed that you are going to get random drug testing, and you failed that twice. So you have to pay the consequences for that. When you know what you're doing, smoking pot is against the rules of the league, why the fuck would you do it to begin with? This guy has forfeited so much money when he has to have a contract extension or sign a new contract with another team. Because he's making that chump change rookie contract right now. Thank you for bringing me all your toys, New Dog. He's making some chump change rookie contract right now. Your rookies are lucky to see at the most $2 to $4 million a year. A contract extension for a player like his caliber is going to be a $10+ million type of thing. Except now he's a liability to a team because if he gets another violation, he's facing a permanent ban from the NFL possibly. Why would anyone sign him to a big contract? Anyway, this guy has just forfeited so much money. But then again, I guess it's not about the money to him. It's about him, you know, getting high on the weekend or something. That's why that is so dumb. That's why that is so stupid, because he knows that random drug testing is going to happen no matter what. There's no way around it. He knows, well, he's got to know that smoking weed is a banned substance to the NFL. And as ridiculous as it is that it's a banned substance, it is what it is, and that's the rules of the games, and he violated, and he's a dumbass. But here we go with the whole pot thing. It's just really just time to just stop giving a shit about people smoking pot. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think like a school bus driver taking 6-year-old preschoolers should be able to suck on his bong on the way to work or taking the kids to school each day. Like, there's obvious circumstances, much like with alcohol. You know, you can't have a pilot down in a bottle of vodka while he's flying the plane. There's obvious circumstances where, you know, you shouldn't be allowed to smoke pot, do alcohol, or anything like that. But man, if someone's doing it in their own time, just doing it of their own volition, being an adult, not compromising the livelihoods of you or I, then why do we give a shit? Why does a job give a shit? Again, I understand. If he was like in the locker rooms at halftime smoking a joint, okay, that's one thing. Yeah, I don't think he should be doing that. But that's not the case. He's doing it in his free time of his own volition, and he's a grown-ass man doing something that a grown-ass man wants to do. Period. I mean, how many more lives do we have to see ruined than someone getting locked up because they had a felony amount of pot in their house? So many states are turning over laws where they're just saying, you know what, it's time to just chillax about this shit and let people smoke weed. Colorado and Washington, I'm talking to you. And to see the tide turning more and more, you see even, I think in Philadelphia they're even lessening the laws where the felony amount of weed is a much higher quantity. I think that's still waiting to be passed. But you see it happening all over is what I'm getting to right now, is that more and more laws that are basically legislating pot usage and pot on your person is being just relaxed. And it's a shame because, you know, something like this, when you see something like this and an issue like this, it always affects you more when it affects something you love. I obviously love the NFL. And I may not give a shit about the Cleveland Browns, but I respect the competition of the game, the athleticism, and see Josh Gordon as a fucking beast. A guy that could be potentially an all-time great. And to know that his career might be just halted forever if he gets another pot violation is just sad. It's just sad that people like myself that just want to see good competition on the field, even if it's someone else's team, have to have that taken away because some guy wants to smoke pot. That's really fair, isn't it? But at the same time, he is a fucking moron. Like, he couldn't just stop doing this. He couldn't just stop doing this while he's playing his multi-million-dollar dream above dreams career profession. He couldn't just stop doing weed. Anyway, I just think the whole thing is absurd. Again, not clearing Josh Gordon for what he did because he's got to pay the consequences for what he did because that's the rules of the game. And especially knowing that you're guaranteed to get a drug test, you're a fucking moron if you're going to be doing shit like that. Especially as a guy who hasn't even been in the year but 2 years now. Oh my God. Anyway, he's gonna miss all preseason next year, spare Game 4, which is a game that the Stars don't even play, and he's gonna miss all of training camp. So, and good Lord knows what he's gonna do between now and then with a whole year off. God, he might not stand a chance in hell in passing another random drug test. This guy is fucked. Anyway, as a fan of football, it's just sad to see this. But anyways, it is what it is. What do you think about pot usage, girl fiend?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. You're talking about sports and I just tuned out. What were you talking about?
She doesn't like football. New Dog, what do you... New Dog's dead. He got high and passed out. Anyway, have a good day, everyone, and, well, I was hoping to see the Browns win a championship before LeBron did because I think that would be like the ultimate fuck you to LeBron, that the Browns would win a championship in Cleveland before then, but the Manziel circus now and Josh Gordon probably potentially never playing again at this point. Anyways, have a good day, everyone. And smoke pot, but don't get caught with it if you're in the NFL. Don't drive a bus of preschoolers and smoke pot. That's bad. Or drink. Can drink alcohol all we want on the weekends, but can't smoke pot? Anyways, have a good day, guys.